Billionaire founder and CEO of Skydance, David Ellison, bought Paramount in August 2025 for $8 billion. Now, he wants to buy Warner Bros. Discovery.
There is a new major player in media.
David Ellison is now looking to acquire Warner Brothers, and that would be, in my opinion, pretty disastrous.
A potential sale that could shake up the American entertainment industry, Sean.
We found out that Paramount made not one, not two, but 3 offers to buy the company in 3 different occasions.
It's too much media consolidation under one umbrella.
This really shows David Ellison is a different type of media executive. He is playing by a different rule book, a different playbook.
What could all of this mean for consumers as this consolidation might happen?
If this goes through, Ellison would also take charge of a new empire that includes HGTV, CNN, TLC, HBO, DC Comics, TBS, and even the world of Game of Thrones. When one company controls this much of what you watch, there are bound to be a lot of unpleasant changes ahead. On August 7th, 2025, a powerful shift happened in American media. David Ellison, CEO of Skydance and son of the world's second richest billionaire, Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle, which is also a top contender among potential buyers of TikTok, bought Paramount for $8 billion and merged it with Skydance, forming Paramount Skydance. Overnight, he gained control of some of the country's largest networks. It was one of the biggest media deals of the decade. Right after the merger, which had already raised eyebrows for how easily it was approved by the Trump administration, Ellison turned his attention to Warner Bros. Discovery, one of the pillars of Hollywood. Owning it would give him control of the largest entertainment pipeline in the world. But CEO David Zaslav and the board were not giving in easily. Warner Bros. Discovery had been under enormous financial pressure since the 2022 merger between Warner Media and Discovery, a merger meant to create a global entertainment powerhouse, which left the company buried under more than $40 billion in debt. Zaslav had been cutting costs, canceling shows, laying off staff, and even pulling movies off streaming to stabilize the company, but the stock price never fully recovered. So now Zaslav is exploring options. Selling parts of the company or even the entire studio could pay down debt and reset the business. Think of it like owning a massive mansion that's beautiful but impossible to maintain. You start wondering if it's smarter to sell a few wings or the whole house before it collapses. That is the position Warner Bros. Discovery is in. It remains one of the biggest media companies in the world, with assets like CNN, HBO, DC, and more, but carries too much financial weight. Ellison has made several offers, the most recent being $23.50 per share. For a company as large as Warner Bros., with hundreds of millions of shares, that number adds up fast. Billions, in fact. And he is not acting alone. His father, Larry Ellison, one of the most powerful Republican donors and the billionaire founder of Oracle, is backing him financially, giving David access to immense resources. Yet Zaslav and the board rejected Ellison's offer, believing it undervalues the company. They argue the company is only beginning to recover after years of debt and restructuring, and that selling now would mean giving away the future too cheaply. But Ellison is waiting for the right moment and allies. One of those allies might be the Trump administration. President Donald Trump has openly praised the Ellison family as friends and supporters. Critics see this as favoritism, granting regulatory advantages unavailable to other bidders. Under this administration, Ellison's bids are moving faster, meeting fewer obstacles, and gaining quiet approval from agencies that once stalled similar mergers. This trump card is not literal, but a hidden advantage: the power of proximity to someone who can rewrite the rules. With that leverage, Ellison's move starts to feel less like a business deal and more like a trap. If David Ellison succeeds in acquiring Warner Bros. Discovery, he will not just own a film studio, he will control both entertainment and news, the largest parts of media in America and beyond. One man, backed by enormous wealth and political ties, could shape what millions of people watch and believe. Whenever big mergers occur, competition usually drops, giving fewer choices and higher prices. Controlling both Paramount Plus and Max would allow him to merge platforms, raise subscription costs, and argue that consumers are paying for more content, while in reality, it would mean less competition and freedom for viewers. Coupled with the political influence of the Ellisons and their alliance with the Trump administration, the line between news and propaganda could blur. Senator Elizabeth Warren has warned that Ellison's empire could soon control almost everything Americans watch. And it is not an exaggeration. When one political figure owns both news and entertainment, it is no longer just about business. It is about power. And that is where the trap begins.